What's up, y'all? This your girl Jay Renee with Prison Ride Radio. I hope that you're doing well. This evening we have a brother by the name of Robert Odum on the phone. We're going to talk to him about his artistry, about being an author, as well as being a Muslim. So let's jump right into it. Hey, bro, how you doing?
I'm good. How you doing, Jay?
I'm doing pretty well, thank you. I appreciate you for taking the time to talk to us about your craft and your faith and stuff.
Yeah, no problem. I really do take a lot of pride in it. What I do, my art, I've been doing it for about 8 years, and I've been Muslim for 16 years. So I take a lot of pride in what I do. I'm still going strong, and just ready to keep this ball moving.
Okay, so let me ask you, how long have you been incarcerated?
I've been incarcerated 18 years and about 10 months.
Okay.
So yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely a large chunk of time, and I can only imagine. So let me ask you, what has kept you motivated over these 18 years? Has your faith had a play in that?
Yeah, absolutely. It does. It does. At the beginning of my time with my sentence, I really didn't. I really didn't subscribe to any belief system. I didn't really care too much about God at all. Because fresh on the yard, 21 years old, I got a natural life sentence with no parole. That's a lot for practically a kid to take in. And just navigating a new world. I was green on the yard. I never been locked up before, and just getting through that, it was just really no motivation to do better. I actually stumbled upon Islam. Really, I would like to say by accident, but I can't really say by accident now because now as a believer, everything was preordained. Everything God set to play. So I came upon Islam, started learning, started really taking to it. It made sense to me. It was logical. I just kept going with that, and the more I strive, the more I take to it, the more I read, the more I, keep going towards God and not away from Him. I'm good. I've been at peace with that for the better part of the last 18 years. So.
Okay. It's good to hear that. I'm glad that like you said, it was ordained. So I'm glad that it was ordained for you, for sure. So I know that you're an artist, but you also are an author. So which one did you start doing first, writing or doing art?
So I was actually writing books before I got locked up.
Okay.
But I never got published. I wrote a few books back in the day. One called Tattooed Tears. I wrote Penitentiary Chances, The Queen Pen Chronicles. I wrote 72 Hours, and I wrote a book called Her. The HER was the acronym for His Effeminate Rival. And just, writing those books, they were dope books. I actually got signed to an imprint that ended up, doing me kind of dirty. So, I lost my rights to the books, and now I'll never see them again, and they'll probably never see the light of day under my name. But yeah, I was writing books first. I was pretty good at it.
Well, I hate to hear that, bro, for sure, man. I hate to hear that, but who knows the future? You might get into book writing again. You might make you a movie, you know what I mean? But I hate to hear that happen to you. It is definitely some snakes out here, and to take advantage of someone. Go ahead.
I was gonna say my boy Kwame. He's kind of motivating me and pushing me to start again.
I figured as much. I figured as much. That might be why I sprinkled that in there a little bit. You know what I mean? But for real, that's a real promising path right there. So that's something to think about for sure. Let's talk about your art. So I know you really into your art, and you say you've been doing that for 8 years.
Yes, ma'am. I've been drawing for. I'm sorry.
No, I was gonna say, go on, tell us about it.
Yeah. I've been drawing for about 8 years now. And that's my passion now. That's where my heart is at. Everything I do is pretty much a chess move to get the exposure I need for my art to keep pushing forward. Just my art is my life right now. And it comes through in what I do. I've been trying and doing it and practicing every medium from charcoal to graphite
Wow.
to paint to pastels. And I actually got an Instagram I brought up earlier at Robert's Prison Blues, and that's just a taste of what I can do. It's really taken me to some real positive places. I've gotten in touch with Hall of Fame coaches, and I've gotten in touch with NFL players through my artwork.
Wow.
It's just, stuff like that. It really has opened some doors for me. And you never know. Somebody might see my art and say, this guy's worthy of another look. This guy is worthy of, being sat down and talked to and see if rehabilitation is really something that he's grasped a hold of. So
for sure. So let me ask you this. I got two questions. What's your favorite way to create art? Is it painting or graphite or whatever like that? That's the first one.
Well, I like to use pencils and graphite pencils the most, just because I'm most comfortable with it. And the one thing I like to draw the most is Muslims, Muslim women. It's just something about drawing the hijab and drawing a woman wearing the hijab and the power that comes with it when she wears it. It's just something that appeals to me.
Right.
I've drawn so many Muslims from Malala Yousafzai to Ilhan Omar. I mean, just you know what I'm saying? It goes on and on. Just the amount of Muslims I've drawn, just random pictures of Muslims in hijabs and magazines. I'll rip out the pictures and then go draw it.
Right.
It's just something that, it's just, I don't know, it's attractive to me, the power and the sense of modesty that can be all coiled up into one, that they can exude. And, it's cool. It's real cool.
I totally
I love
get
being
it.
able to depict it. So.
Yeah, I totally get it, and I think a lot of other people will as well. My next question is: you've been drawing for 8 years. So did you know you could draw, or did you just try one day and it was like, well, damn?
So when I started drawing, I was actually, it's funny as I say this out loud, I was actually hating on somebody when I started. I was sitting in the block one day, and this guy got out the hole, and he actually spotted up his bunk right next to mine. And I seen him drawing one day, and the picture that he was drawing and the reference photo he was looking at, to me it didn't look that good. And I saw another guy walk up to him and give him like $30 worth of food and hygiene items and stuff like that for this picture I was looking at. And I was thinking in my head, oh, come on, this is that easy. So right then, I just picked up a number 2 pencil. I picked up one of those pieces of state paper, and I just said, let me try it. And I started going. I wasn't that good when I started out.
Right.
But, I just kept at it because I was just determined, there's no way that money could be that easy. And over time, it went from being a financial motivation for doing it to actually being something that I'm really into and I really enjoy.
Okay.
But yeah, it was just as simple as picking up the pencil and not putting it down.
Right. Well, they say the arts is therapeutic, so I can definitely get how it can turn into something that you enjoy. So let me ask you this: what's the future? What do you hope for? What you got projected to do, stuff like that.
So right now I'm in a seminary program. I'm actually the only Muslim in the program, and I'll be the first Muslim to graduate in December. This program is pretty established. It's pretty renowned. It's nationwide. It's the only one in the country like it. There are others that I guess they're similar, but there's only one that is really like ours. As far as the accreditation level and a couple other people that are a part of it. With that said, this program is going to open some doors where I can get in touch with some of the disadvantaged and some of the at-risk youth out there in the world. That's another, kind of secret passion of mine is to kind of help them out. I'm also an ex-gang member, so I kind of have an inside track to to what it is those kids may need to succeed in life. And I just really kind of want to be there for that. And if my art is the way into that door, then so be it. But yeah, that's kind of where I see myself going. Just to try to help those guys out.
Okay, you know what? The fact that you're interested in, being an ex-gang member and you're interested in giving back to the kids that could be affected by or are affected by that, I know somebody that I could put you with that could actually help that happen. So I'm gonna set that up for you, bro. 100. I'm glad you let me know that.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, for sure. So before I let you go, is there any last minute shout outs? We don't got too much time left.
You have 60 seconds remaining.
Well, a definite shout out to Kwame T, and a definite shout out to Jay Renee for having this platform for us. Both of us locked up don't really have these platforms to really get the exposure and to get our voice out there. So a shout out to that. And I definitely want to give a cheap, very cheap, shout out to my Instagram. That's at Roberts Prison Blues. It's all lowercase, all one.
You have 30 seconds remaining.
So other than that, I appreciate y'all, and I just really want y'all to keep this avenue open for us.
All right, we appreciate you too, bro. Keep your head.
I will. Talk to you later, Jeff.
All right, peace.